Goodness me.
Yeah, you've got to learn something every day. And that link with Orion is also not just in the pyramids, it's in Stonehenge, it's in Newgrange in Ireland, which has got a light shaft in it as well, which again links with Orion.
So what does this say? Does it say it's a religion or some visitors from somewhere else?
The ancients believe it's where mankind came from.
Where's that?
It's where from humanity did not develop on Earth, that we came from somewhere else.
Right. That's what this program was saying as well.
Yeah. So we're all aliens.
Everything's all aligned.
You've got all these people that believe in aliens, that say they don't believe in aliens, but they do believe in angels. Well, what are angels if they're not aliens? Because they've never walked this earth, they come from somewhere else.
Yeah.
We were talking about the other day about earth angels, weren't we?
Yeah.
Which we was trying to explain that, because some people still think that if you're really, really good, you become an angel.
No.
You know, exactly. And you're trying to explain that, well, angels are not male or female, and you know, they're higher beings. And
they're not really of this world.
Exactly.
And they're not human.
They're not of this world, they're from somewhere else.
It was interesting talking about stuff.
Well, and they were saying about Atanarkan's head. You know, I was saying that his head's that. They're saying that is to do with visitors from.
Well, there is some that say some of the Egyptians, ancient Egyptians, were from other worlds, which is why they've got the different shapes.
Yeah,
and
and also in South America, is it South America or further down?
Yeah.
Where they've found some more remains of people having that head shape.
Yes, they have. Yeah, it's in Peru, I think. Yeah, it's in South America. Yeah. So all sorts.
Me.
Right.
Gives me the headache.
Yeah, all right.
Don't think about it.
Too much thinking.
Just accept it.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
There are some that say, but the reason they got their head shape was when they bandaged their heads when they're babies to force the skull into a certain shape.
Can't do that.
You know, the same as Chinese bandaging their feet to make sure they don't grow. Yeah, all right.
What are you telling you?
The time to get me bounced back in the box.
Yeah. Yes, you've got your time again.
Yes. It's my time again. Or somebody else's time again. Whoever's going to come through this time. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I have listened with great interest to all of your discussions today, to those who have spoken to you, and for the wisdom that has come through from those who lived in ancient times about your spiritual developments, how this world is now, as it has been in the past. As you know, in the past, this was a very cruel world. Some were persecuted for disagreeing with those in power, be they political or religious. My name is Jean. In a previous life, I was John. In both of those lives, as John and as Jean, I knew this medium in those lives. In each of those lives, we followed teachings. You may not know this word, but as Jean, I was a parfait. And I taught the one who is your main medium here he was my student, and I taught him the Consolamentum. These are words you will not be familiar with, but you will find out in due course. We lived in an area of what you now call France. We were Albigenses. You may know us as Cathar. So this was some 800 of your years ago that we were together in life. It was a life of cruelty. It was a life of persecution. It was a life where we lived by the teachings of John, the Apostle, because we believed that those were the true teachings and the only true teachings of the life of the one you call the Master Jesus. But also we worked to bring those teachings to others. We objected to the persecution of people who disagreed with the Pope at the time. But you will know about history and what happened to us. But I've been listening with interest today because the persecution of those who believe in the teachings of Jesus or the spiritual teachings as you do are still mocked. You may not be persecuted as much as we were in the past, but many in this world are still persecuted for following Christian belief and other religions. That is why your work is so important. All those who have spoken to you today are there supporting the amazing work that you do in this world, because you are trying to bring back the true spiritual belief, the true spiritual understanding and the true knowledge of how mankind evolved, but how the Spirit evolved, and that the Spirit and that love and light that you talk about within your religion is so necessary in this world. It has been a world of persecution and a world of cruelty. This world is changing, and I am working with this instrument, but I will also work with each of you, if you wish me to bring greater understanding and greater spiritual knowledge. You have had many speak to you today, offering their services to help you on your journey of development. And that is true for all of you and for many great souls in the spirit world. Many think on their spiritual journey they can only work with their immediate guides and protectors who work with them from the Spirit and their guardian angels. This is not so. Any in the spirit world who have walked a spiritual pathway in the past are there for each and every one of you to call upon at any time to help you on your journey. Any questions you may have, send word to Spirit, and the one who knows the answer will be with you. We do not need libraries. We do not need your internet. Just send out your thought, and the person with the answer will bring it to you. So you should never ever doubt or worry or be concerned on your spiritual journey. But you can also, at any time, link with your own guides and link with them and your past lives to find out knowledge that you may have in your higher mind. The answers to your questions you may already know. So it is just a case of going to your own, as you call them, data banks, I believe, to find your own answers, because that knowledge is always there. There is nothing in creation that is unknown. There is someone somewhere that will know the answer. not necessarily around you. You have spoken of links with other worlds. There are civilizations out there far advanced from humanity, and they are far advanced spiritually, as is the case for their level of development and the time they have existed. But all of that spiritual knowledge throughout the universe is yours when you need it. You do not have to wait for man to invent something that is already in existence somewhere else in creation, because all of that vast database of creation is there for you to use. It is there for all of us to use. So whilst those of us, as we progress on our journeys, are following you in this group, there are others, many, many others, who are following this group. It was said earlier, the number in the spirit world who are sitting watching your work today. And that number grows each time you meet, because you are bringing great wisdom, not just to yourselves, but to many in the spirit world who are not at your level of development. So you are teaching great multitudes of people. You talked of the Master Jesus teaching the multitudes when he walked the earth. You are teaching multitudes through your spiritual work, because there are so many now who follow your work with great interest and great knowledge, and also they are there to support and to learn. But remember, as the world changes in this world, so your knowledge has to modify and change. As humanity changes, your perception of life in this world changes. But remember, your higher spiritual truths will never change. So always bear in mind and keep in mind your higher mind, your higher knowledge, because that must always prevail over whatever you are shown or try to be influenced by on the earth plane by others. Because there are many on the earth plane trying to influence not just you, but all around the world in the wrong direction for mankind. So it is your light in this world, not just for those immediately around, but for humanity as a whole, to try and follow that light, that beacon of light that leads to spiritual understanding, but will also lead to freedom for all those who walk the earth plane who do not have that freedom. This sounds a great responsibility, but most of the work and the energy is coming from spirit. You are the beacons on the earth plane for those that do not acknowledge spirit. So they need to see people with that spiritual knowledge walking the earth who can be a light, guiding light to others. The work you do has been said already is of great importance to the earth plane and to those in spirit. You have much support, much pride, and there are so many behind you and with you to help you on your journey. We wish you luck and we follow you, but go forward in peace and in knowledge that that great power behind you is there to lighten your way, and so that you can then be the light or the guiding light for the multitudes that are following you, both on the earth plane and in spirit. Bless you all and thank you for listening.
God almighty.
was heavy going.
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that changed. So I don't think it stayed the first that started. Not got a clue.
Aye. They jump in and out, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They jump in and out.
Mm. So who's going to be on Google to find out what the consolamentum is then?
Yeah, what was that one about?
Something else.
There was
I thought,
two.
yeah.
There was two big words. Wasn't there?
Yeah. I can't
Pathian or something. Pathia.
A parfait.
Parfait, that's right.
I think that was a Cathar priest.
Yes, it was. He did mention he was with the Cathars.
Right.
Consolamentum.
Sounds Italian, doesn't it?
Eh?
Sounds Latin, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds Latin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Latin, yeah.
Italian. Yeah.
Why can't we just use language that we can understand?
Well, the consolamentum was actually a Cathar document or text, or it was something they had to learn.
Oh.
Oh, right.